At 3:17 a.m., every CCTV camera in the old hospital stopped recording. Not because of a power cut, not because of damage. They stopped because every camera was suddenly facing the wall. No one touched them. The place no one renovated. The building stood at the edge of the city like a rotting tooth, St. Holloway Hospital. Abandoned for 17 years, no demolitions, no redevelopment. Not because the government couldn't afford it, because every company that tried quit. Workers complained of sounds coming from sealed floors. Architects reported rooms that appeared on blueprints but didn't exist in real life. Security guards never stayed more than 3 nights. They all said the same thing: there's a room that moves. 2. The cameraman Aarav didn't believe in ghosts. He was a freelance documentary cameraman. Skeptical, logical, calm. When a private media group hired him to shoot a night documentary, Urban Myths of St. Holloway, he laughed. Ghost stories are just bad wiring and human imagination, he said. They paid him triple. That should have been the warning. 3-floor 4 St. Holloway had 6 floors. Official records said floor 4 was sealed after a fire. But when Aarav reached the staircase, there was no ceiling, no barricade. Just a sign nailed crookedly to the wall. Do not count the rooms. He smirked and turned on his camera. 4, the first count, 4th floor hallway. Long, narrow, flickering lights. Aarav counted the doors while walking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He stopped, turned around, counted again. But 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 door was missing. The footage later showed something worse. The missing door was never missing. The whisper rule. As he moved deeper, the air felt thicker, like breathing through wet cloth. Then he heard it, not loud, not clear. A whisper that sounded like someone remembering how to speak. You counted? Aarav spun around, empty hallway. But the camera mic picked up multiple voices overlapping, all whispering the same sentence at slightly different speeds. Don't finish the count. 6. The nurse station. The nurse station lights flickered on by themselves. Dust-covered desk, rotting files. A patient logbook lay open. Last entry, dated 17 years ago. Patient count 63. Rooms 62. Below it, written shakily, Room 63 is not on the floor plan, but it keeps filling itself. The camera lie Aarav checked his camera screen. The hallway behind him looked longer. Doors that weren't there before lined the walls. He turned around in real life. Same hallway, normal length. He lifted the camera again. More doors appeared. The camera wasn't recording reality. It was recording something else, something closer. Room 63, a door stood at the end now. It hadn't been there, black paint. No handle, just a number scratched into the wood. 63. The whisper returned, louder. You're already inside. The rule break. Aarav did the one thing every survivor avoids. He knocked. The knock echoed back, delayed, as if the sound had to travel a long distance before returning. Then the door opened by itself. Inside wasn't darkness. It was a hospital room already occupied. Beds lined tightly together. Every bed had a patient. Every patient looked exactly like Aarav. Different injuries, different ages. One was a child. One was old. One was burned. One was missing eyes. All of them turned their heads at once and spoke in perfect unison. Which one of us are you? 10. The truth. A doctor stood in the corner. No face, just smooth skin where features should be. He held a clipboard. This room, the doctor said calmly, doesn't treat bodies. He checked a box. It treats possibilities. Aarav tried to run. The hallway outside had no doors anymore, just walls. 11. The counting ends. The doctor continued. Every person who enters this floor counts rooms. Every count creates another version of them. Room 63 exists to hold the extras. The patients began sitting up, bones cracking, breathing out of sync. One must stay, they whispered. The lights went out. CCTV footage. At 3:17 a.m., the security room cameras came back online. They all showed the same thing. Aarav standing in the hallway, facing the wall, smiling. The hallway behind him was empty. No doors, no rooms. Just one sign slowly peeling off the wall. Do not count the rooms ending. The final line. Weeks later, a new sign appeared on floor 4. Written in fresh red paint. Rooms 63, patients 64. And if you ever walk down a hallway late at night and feel the urge to count the doors, stop, because the last room doesn't need a door to let you in.